Yo, what's good? Welcome back to the Sword Apex channel. I go by Guapee. I'm a Revenant with over 60,000 kills, and I did the wall chain tech on him. And today we're going to be going over the differences between old Revenant and the new Revenant Reborn rework. The way this is going to work is I'm going to give you something that I like, dislike, and what I hope for in terms of his current abilities before the rework is announced. And then we shall go over the actual rework once it is announced, and I'll do the same thing, give you what I like, dislike about those abilities, so you can see the differences and what it's going to entail for the rest of the season. Hope you enjoy it. Okay, so we're going to start with his current passive, which is Stalker, obviously where you can crouch, walk faster, and climb walls higher. In terms of what I like about the ability, I really enjoy the flexibility that you have to be able to use a passive to gain height, and I do love the wall chain tech just because it's so unique and fun. In terms of what I dislike about the ability, I've always disliked that you can't hit a regular wall bounce. It's a bug to do with the way his passive interacts with walls. So obviously he can hit the wall unchaining, which is unique to him, but he can't hit a high wall bounce. He just does a tiny hop like this, which is probably less than half the size and speed of a regular wall bounce on any other character, and that's what I dislike about it. Okay, so now for the Revenant Reborn changes. We're going to go over one by one just like we just did, but for the new kit and compared to. So starting off with the passive, the new passive changes are excellent. I mean, keeping his current passive, out of all the abilities, they chose to keep his passive, which I think is perfect because it's his most iconic. The changes to be able to have more mobility on side to side when you're going up a wall is also massive. I'm very curious to see how that works with his wall chaining tech, whether it buffs it in any sort of way. What I dislike about the new passive, I don't like the scan meta or wall hacks within Apex. I never have, I'll never vouch for it. I don't care if this is my character, in my opinion. So for his tactical silence, I'm not really that big on this ability. I never have been, just because I find it a bit boring. In terms of what I do like the fact that it allows you to be a little bit lazy with your mechanics, in the sense that if someone is 1 HP, maybe you're getting down to 1 and you're reloading, or you preemptively reload or something, you can just turn to them and silence them and finish them off with the 10 damage. And then as for what I dislike, I think I just find the ability boring. Revenant needs a disengage. The visual clutter that the silence gives is simply not enough. It is not a direct form of protection for him. It is simply just a side effect of having something that has, effects on the screen. Alright, so moving on to his tactical. The entire prospect of him having a disengage now and a leap and a movement ability all in one is just amazing to me. I don't really think there's anything I dislike about this ability. If I had to nitpick, I'd say that it's a bit too close to Vantage's Q. It's a little bit too similar to those abilities, but that's the only thing I really dislike. I'm just super excited for the fact that I have ability to get out of fights now. Okay, so now for his ultimate. I've always resented Totem. If I could give one thing that I like about this ability, it's the fact that you can block doors with it, and it's such a specific capability. In terms of what I dislike the whole thing. I could rant on about this ability. I'd try to hold myself back, but I always felt like it was really boring. The totem itself didn't need to exist. I just want the totem part to be removed. I like the idea of the shadow form. The problem is the shadow form doesn't do anything. It's just a reskin, and it drops you to HP. And it's a team ability on a solo character, so it doesn't make sense. Alright, so now for his new ultimate, to keep the shadow capabilities but make it more of a solo based ability instead of the totem needing to exist. I love this. I mean, it fits with his theme perfectly. I wouldn't be surprised if it does get some nerfs. I think the 75 HP on paper to me sounds a bit abrasive. I am not too much of a fan about him being able to have 75 bonus HP. I think knocking that down to 50 would make more sense, as they've done that in the past with Gibby's gun shield, which is what this ability is the most close to. What I love about this ability the most is the way it synergizes with the rest of his kit. This doesn't always happen when they drop legends, where they have the ability to synergize together and make a really coherent kit. It's something that other games such as Warframe does really well, and you don't see a lot of it in Apex, but the fact that you can cast the ult and it makes your other abilities more useful and better with like the the instant recharge of your tactical. It's just such a cool idea of a beast mode ability, and yeah, I'm super stoked on it. Alright, that's gonna be it from me today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to leave a like and a sub on the video if you enjoyed, and yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.